Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon. Here's the national news from BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am Sanut Olakomi Ajikade. First heard major headlines for the national news. President Buhari declares that epidemic bodies have prevented growth. Nigerian Petroleum Company (NNPCL) announces discovery of oil in another northern state. Government killed 2 vigilantes members in Delta community. 17-year-old arrested for allegedly impregnating 10 ladies in Rivers. Man who burgled Ogun cult bags 14-year jail term. Fire races in Ibadan spare parts market. And lastly, on sports, Quadri to face Dundoko in WTT contender Duban quarterfinals. Now hear the news in details. President Muhammadu Buhari on Friday lamented the negative consequences that heavy doubt body were having on the global south, alleging that they have stalled several countries' growth aspirations. While speaking at the Global South Virtual Summit from the presidential villa in Abuja, the president called that the heads of state to agree on a shared agenda on steps to decrease the mounting burden of debt and inflation in the region of the world. According to a statement made by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, the president expressed hope that the gathering, which was hosted by India in its capacity as the voice of the South, will address issues related to climate change, food security, and access to energy. The president was quoted as saying this oil debt burden has significantly derailed many countries' development plans. The effect of the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia or Ukraine conflict has further aggravated the situation. In its odd regard, I wish to advise fellow leaders to agree on a common agenda to enable us to put forward our collective demand to the global north through India as the voice of the South. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has announced the discovery of oil in Nasarawa State. NNPCL's Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari, in a statement issued on Friday in Abuja by the corporation's spokesperson Gabadin Mohammed, said the results of the exploratory activities confirmed the presence of substantial hydrocarbon resources in the state. He said the discovery was in continuation of its oil exploration activities in the country's inland basins, adding that it would pull the oil well in Nasarawa State in March 2023. On January 5, 2023, it was reported that the NNPCL was prospecting at the crude oil mine locations across the north after discovering the commodity in Bauchi and Gombe State. The report stated that the NNPCL was taking coordinated steps for more frontier exploration in the region as part of measures to shore all the country's oil outputs and reserves. Government has reportedly shot dead 2 vigilante members of Amokpe in Sapele local government area of Delta State. The incident occurred on Thursday night, January 12, Daily Post learned. Details as to what led to the killing were still sketching as of the time of this report. There is serious tension within the community as users block the entrance into the town in protest. The Delta State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Bright Edafe, confirmed the report in a text message in our correspondence. He said confirmed without providing details. The Rivers State Police Command has arrested a 17-year-old boy for allegedly impregnating 10 ladies. The suspect, Noble Unzuji, was nabbed with his accomplice, Chingozi Ogbonna, 29 years. According to the authorities, the 2 suspects and two other ladies, Flavor Bright and the Peace Accord, were allegedly running a baby factory. Rivers Police Public Relations Officer Grace Irige Koko said the arrests were carried out following a tip-off. In a statement, Irige Koko stated that the 4 suspects operated in the Obio, Akpo, and Ikwere local government areas of the state before their arrest. She added that the 10 pregnant ladies have been rescued by the force operatives after the raid on and arrest of the suspects. A magistrate court in Abeokuta, Ogun State, on Friday sentenced a 21-year-old man, Habib Magaji, to 14 years imprisonment for attempting to steal from court premises in the state capital. Magaji, with no fixed address, pleaded guilty to the 3-count charges of the intent to commit a felony, unlawful damage, and causing a breach of peace. The prosecutor, Olakunle Shonibari, has told the court that the defendants committed the offense on January 12 at the magistrate court in Ishabo, Abeokuta in Ogun State. Shonibari said that the convict burgled the gate and entered the court compound with the intent to steal. He said the convict also unlawfully damaged a 20 mm cable wire connected to the generator in court and also conducted himself in a manner likely to cause a breach of peace. He, however, noted that the offense contravenes Sector 411 and 451 and 247 of the Criminal Code Laws of Ogun in 2006. In a ruling, Magistrate Olajumoke Somefun convicted Magaji, who pleaded guilty to the charges. Somefun convicted him to 14 years imprisonment without an option of fine. Araromi spare parts market in Ibadan. The Oyo State capital was in the early hours of Saturday gutted by fire. Daily Post reported that the market is one of the major markets in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. It was gathered that the fire incident, which started around 2 a.m., affected about 45 shops. Oyo State Fire Service confirmed the incident to Daily Post. General Manager of the State Fire Service, Reverend Canon Yemi Akinyinka, while speaking with Daily Post on Saturday, said that the men of the compound were able to quench the fire around 5 a.m. on Saturday. Akinyinka, in a telephone conversation with Daily Post, said, "Our men at the Araromi market are got the gates since 2 a.m. in the morning, where they are putting off the fire caused by the indiscriminate refuse burning. The fire was suppressed at 5 a.m. Calling the operation is ongoing to suppress ignition and wait for on-the-spot assessment." And lastly, on sport. Reigning African champions Quadri Aruna will face Yaroslav Sumendeko in the quarterfinals of the ongoing WTT contender Durban, taking place on the Holy Convention Center, Durban in South Africa on Saturday today. Quadri stated all his quest for his first title in 2023, defeating China's So Wen 3-1 in the round of 32 at Felix Lebron 3-2 in a Kelly's contested the round of 16 game on Friday. The 2018 Commonwealth Games silver medalist produced his best performance this year against the giant, killing European star, winning the game 3-1-1. Despite losing the first game at 3-1-1, Aruna restored parity in the second game at 11-6. But the Frenchman dazed Aruna in the third game, and despite leading 10-7, LeBron took the 5 consecutive points to win at 12-10. And that concludes the national news for this hour. But before we go, here's some of the major headlines once again. President Buhari decries the heavy debt burden and prevented growth. Nigeria's petroleum company, NNPCL, announces discovery of oil in another northern state. Government killed 2 vigilante group members in Delta community. 70-year-old arrested for allegedly impregnating 10 ladies in River. Man who burgled Ogun calls back 14 years jail term. And to join us on all our social media handles, on Facebook as Gbagedemo with Alawi Adebayo, please follow the page and share the page. And on Instagram as Gbagedemo_22, please follow the page and share the page as well. And on YouTube as Baba Gbagedemo TV. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn your post notification bell. And for your advert, please call the number displaying on the screen. Thanks so much for always watching our news on VGI TV. I am Sanut Olakomi Ajikiade. Bye for now.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.